Hello, you beautiful people. We are back with me playing Pokemon Unite. Now I've got to say that, yeah, we finally, perhaps we are really back this time, because I've pretty much completed the solo challenge missions, and yeah, so let's do it. The race to the master rank, am I right? It's really been a long time, guys. But anyway, welcome back. Hope you have a great weekend. Chill, grab a drink, chills. Let's chill together and play this Pokemon Unite. Alright. While in the process of doing this, I was thinking, should I really come back here and then just become like a Pokemon Unite? Well, part-time Pokemon Unite. Beautiful people. Oops, what was that? We are back with me playing Pokemon Unite. Oh my god. Okay, I forgot to silence my. Okay, alright. Okay, so where was I? Oh yeah, I was just thinking whether we should actually seriously consider chasing back Pokemon Unite, because we kind of stopped playing these, especially the rank game, a really long time, to be honest. So with that, we have missed quite a few seasons, considering that they renew their season every half year, if I'm not mistaken. If you're watching, and please do comment if it's correct or not. But anyway, welcome back. It's great to be back again. I know tonight, sorry, wherever you are, my streaming schedule is a little bit different for today, because I was actually doing something else, so I wasn't able to stream earlier, even though I had planned to stream today, and I already hoped that I was able to stream earlier, but oh well. Alright, so let's do all the claiming. Oops, wrong one again. Hold up. Let's claim this one. Let's see. I'm not sure whether Singapore. I actually have been wondering whether Singapore has its own Pokemon Unite team or not. I kind of doubt so. I've never seen a Singapore team competing in any championships before, so. Okay, where was I? Oh yes, we're going to play rank, right? Alright. Let's do it. I'm not even surprised at this point, guys. We have like 3 attackers and 2 all-rounders, and they have a pretty good lineup. Oh well, oh well, oh well. Our first ranked game after a long time. Let's see. Hey Zach, what's up? Welcome, welcome. Hope you have a good weekend, Zach. Zach, nephew. Welcome, welcome y'all. Welcome to those of you who have just joined. We are playing rank tonight. After a really long time not playing it. Oh, that was hard. Thank you guys for coming by and watch. Thank you. Wow, that's early. We didn't even hit the Rayquaza at all. Hold up, I'm checking up if today there's any other people who are playing Pokemon Unite as well. Oh, a friend of mine is online. Oh, it's ending. Okay. What time is it now? Oh, okay, it's quite late on my side. Oh well, that's a good game. Oh, forgot to check the battle data. Don't forget to check the battle data, guys. It's a good habit. You know the LLM Ninetales? I believe we actually met him in the previous match as well. Is he the one that plays Suicune? Wow, he played a lot of Ninetales and Suicune, eh? Is he new? This guy only play like 2 Pokemon, like literally. Wow. Okay. What about this dude? Not bad, not bad. This guy play at least like some of the new Pokemon. Yo, what's up? Altiora! Oh my god, Altiora raided? Hey yo! Hey, thank you, thanks for the follow. Who's that? Dolan? so sorry. I mean, it just naturally goes into the accent. Bro! You need raid emote? Yeah, I mean, nobody has ever raided me before. This is the first time someone actually raided me, so... yeah, okay, alright, I'm gonna set up a raid emote then. Wait, hold up. Was my follow? No, Twitch follow. Okay, let's make it more to the center because... What up? What up? Welcome, you guys, welcome. Oh really? You got affiliate today? Hey, congrats! Damn! Now it's time for me to watch you every so often then. And it's also time for you to go live more often, Altiora. Hi, hello. First raid, yeah. Is it a new raid? Oh, you need a raid emote. Okay. Gonna need to draw something. Yeah. Going back to that pet. After 2 years, it does hard work, man. Does hard work. Pays off. Really? How so? How do you get affiliate well when you're not when you're not streaming? Hey, thanks for follow again. Thanks guys, welcome. How's game? Well, fun fact, this is the first day that I go back to Pokemon Unite after a long hiatus. Because they take average ma. Oh, so that means you actually have a pretty good average viewers, eh? Very good though. Damn, this will be cool. We should play some games together, man. Does that mean you're going to be a full-time streamer, Al? I'm kind of looking forward to that though. Secretly hoping. Full-time is harder. Yeah, we should game together actually. But the schedule though, this is also the first time. I mean, I rarely stream this late. I only streamed this late because I got something on earlier, and I already planned to stream today. So, still trying to do game dev while doing other stuff on the side. What's that side? Side hustles? Maybe if we play, we should be fine. We're gonna find a game that we actually play together. Oh, by the way, I switched to full Linux right now, so I gotta test the game before we actually stream together, just in case. Yeah, it ain't easy, man. It ain't easy, but somehow I made it work. It's quite impressive. Optimized to perfection. Full Linux is crazy. Yeah, it took me weeks to configure everything. Weeks. It's crazy. Oh boy. But let's see, it's a progression. I kinda focus on what I needed first, like streaming and stuff first. Make sure that they all work. Editing video and stuff. Yeah, weeks. It's not easy. Oh boy. How are you guys doing though? You guys are up late, man. I expected nobody watch. I mean, I usually have like a Singaporean viewer who will come and watch, but I went live too late, so I didn't expect anybody to come watch. But hey, at least on my YouTube side there's somebody watching. Not bad, not bad. The feels, huh? I actually watched your stream for a little bit before I went live, but I was just lurking. You're playing Yu-Gi-Oh, right? I believe. Just record. But for some reason I didn't get any notification. It just so happened that I was online on Twitch because I was setting up for live streaming. Yeah, you're a master right now. Still waiting for you to go competitive. Oh shit, I completely forgot. What do they have? They don't really have a tank, so I think that's fine. Wow, he's good. This player is good. Oh. Okay. Alright, let's pull back. Yeah, a lot of people saying they don't get my notification. Yeah, why? It's a bit weird. Okay, we got a pretty good tank over here. It's quite amazing. Recovering. Don't know. Oh shoot, that last hit! Alright, it's fine, it's fine. Kinda save him. Hope he's better Pokemon that after not playing for a while. I just felt like it. I mean, throughout the period of live streaming, I do have viewers who came from the earlier Pokemon Unite stream. Then he became like a loyal viewer, I guess. And then he kept on mentioning about the new Pokemon coming out and stuff like that. Yeah, so that's how I'm like, okay, I'm going to play back again. Very good though. Damn, you have the Age of Myth Retold. Age of Myth. Sure, yeah, why not? Oh shoot, they got it? Oh man. Okay, that was a mistake. Yeah, is it time to return? Why not? It's been really long time though since last time I played that. What the frick? How do we... Oh, that's bad. What the heck? Oh, this is bad. Our speedster is burst down by the attacker. This is really bad. But you can't escape from me, eh? Oh, what the? Okay, time to check what's his level. Level 10. Oh, his health item. He got that item that increased his special attack. Okay, that makes sense. I wonder. Okay, that player knows how to play, guys. That player knows how to play. Oh. Yeah, he definitely knows how to play. He actually specifically targeted me after I came out. That player definitely knows how to play. Gotta be more careful. Because he's level 11. We are under level. Is it time to return Atlantean War Strongest? That's actually true. I kind of forgot already the one thing that yes, you can't escape from me, dude. There you go. There you go. That's my tank. Oh yeah, and this is one of the new Pokemon that just came out, which is the Alolan Raichu, and yeah, that's why. This is one of the reasons why I came back. Yeah, he attacked me! Oh my god. He specifically attacked me. Alright. Yeah, but at least he got brought down. Okay. This guy, Rick Chan Dradrapu, he definitely knows how to play. 8-2. It's okay, we are not under level. We are still same level as him. So that's pretty good. Hey! He left that one. Okay, we'll just take it down. We gotta be careful though, unlike the previous game where we can just... We are struggling to keep up. Yeah, that's the thing. Yep, Alolan. Is anybody there? No? Okay, we're gonna take it. Oh! Oh, I saw that. Oh, 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 oh shit. He's doing so good at evading all his kills. Oh boy, but somebody just had to come from behind. Okay, we are good. Oh, their Alolan Raichu is level 14. Oof, 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 this will be tough. Oof. Hello there, hello there, hello there. That's all good. Is anybody there yet? No? Oh, they have 3 people down. Okay, okay, okay. We should actually go and attack. Oh, it's so tough. Someone is underperforming. My team is not doing very well. Oh well, I guess this is a losing game. We got the Rayquaza as well. Yep. Oh well. I don't know new Pokemon from Pokemon Go and it's been a while. I stopped playing Pokemon Go just recently because I got so lazy and walk. Is one level difference that significant? Yeah, pretty much. Because we do have items, not just the item like this eject button, but we do have like emblems and items that can have to buff it, so it can really make a big difference. 3, 2, 1. Our damage is actually pretty high, but oh well. The other lanes are not doing pretty good. Alright friend, I need to go to bed. Have a good stream. Hey, you too, thanks for coming by. Thanks for the raid actually. Thanks. Yeah, so we got the highest damage, but we're not doing really good. But the opponent Wei Chan has like 108,000 damage. It's quite insane though. And meanwhile for the moveset, yeah. Do you kill the most? Oh no, there's Azumarill as well. The Ash though. That's fine. What time is it? Maybe we should off it a little bit as well. No way, our teammate actually went idle? No wonder. Alright, let me get a little bit of drink. Is it just me or what? Like, is it a meta now? Nobody seems to be picking attacker. So far my teammates have been picking like all-rounders most of the time. But it's pretty good though, I have to say. All-rounders is pretty best. Go find my video on the YouTube channel. If I'm not mistaken, I made like a video, I would say a really old video, about a team of all-rounders. It's pretty good. It's pretty good because they got the attack, they got the defense. So yeah. Alright guys, I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you so much for coming by. I hope you enjoyed tonight's gameplay, Pokemon Unite specifically. And shout out to those of you who have followed, who have subscribed, who give me likes. And of course, special shout out to Altiora who had raided me, which is my first raid. Thank you so much, L. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's gameplay. Don't forget to drink up, guys. Stay hydrated. It's been really hot. And don't forget to follow, to subscribe so that you get notifications whenever I go live. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.